Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you were listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Yes, once again. Or, very possibly, for the first time.
It's possible. We're back.
It is.
We had a little, not a day off. Like, I guess it's, yes, we did not have a live episode last week, but it wasn't a day off, I would say.
No. Work failed.
Work, as it's been happening recently, but, Cern, we have had more face-to-face time in the last couple weeks than a while. I know. We got back. We had such a great time at the Pokemon adventure over at your place. Your wife had the idea she's been wanting to get some of these Bay Area hikes, like not a bucket list, but she's been scouting some hikes, I think.
A task list? Itinerary to do?
Yeah. And so Mother's Day was just around the corner, so we made it happen. But had a great time.
Yeah, we did. It was nice. First off, it was 90 something here. It was about 20 degrees cooler where you live. So
yeah. So now you kind of see when you're, it's still warm. Like I think it was probably still. What would you say? It was like 80. Like it's still warm, but it's not in the 90s.
But for what we were dealing with for the whole week, it was nice and cozy for me.
Yeah, you seemed just fine in your outfit there, and we had we met. You guys headed on over, then we just went right to the hike. We had quite an adventure. It was a great time. I know my kids had a great time, and your son was snatching up critters left and right out there.
He was disappointed to leave. He wanted to stay there all fucking day. He wanted to go back.
I was going to ask if you guys, if you ended up going.
Well, when my wife's like, well, we can check it. And I said, I pulled her aside on the way to the car and I said, Highway 37's closed. No.
That's a no. But she's
like, how long does it take to get back? I was like, right now, guesstimate's 2.5 hours. So.
Oh, is that how long it took?
Yeah. So we're gonna hit the road.
Yeah, you're gonna get on the road. But we nice little trail. That one is one of our go-tos that we do sometimes on a weekly basis. It's nice. It's just a very casual.
The newt friendly. He was catching newts left and right.
Yeah, he got himself into the. We were like walking in the creek.
Yeah.
On the way back, we were like inside.
He asked, he's like, can I get my shoes wet as he's wading through the water knee deep? Like, it's a little late for that. It's a little late for that question.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't, it's not like up to mid calf or anything, but he was already in the water and he's like, can I get my shoes wet? I'm like, no. Well, that ship has sailed, son.
Yeah. I guess so. I mean, we say no. Turn back time. You have a DeLorean somewhere?
What was the final newt salamander catch count? 7?
Was he 6 for 7 or 7 for 8? Something like that.
Something like that. It's pretty impressive. And yeah, it was a good time. I don't think the water's going to be around much longer. I think it's going to dry up here. In the next couple of weeks.
He would still go over there and flip rocks like crazy because he knows they'll be there. They ain't going nowhere.
Oh, really?
It'll be
where else
moist, probably under, closer to underground, maybe moist. So they'll be there.
Okay. Yeah. And then on the way back, like pretty much where we ended the hike, he found another water source that he was like, Tim was like, he found a new vein of gold.
Yeah. There was a snake over there. He was like all pissed off in the car. He's like, we could have caught a snake. I was like, well, hold on.
That's all you.
It wasn't rattling. I was like, okay, I still don't want to get bit. It's not really fun.
Yeah, it's not something. Yeah, not a good way. And then we went and we got lunch.
It was delicious, by the way.
Yeah, that place is good. It's one of those active cultures. If anyone's in the They have a couple locations around, not just in California. I think there's a couple in Oregon and Southern California, but it's one of those places like the adults like, but the kids, it's a tough convince. Although they ended up eating, I think the hike definitely worked up an appetite for everybody.
Yeah.
And they got hungry. But I love that place. Whatever I ordered, I fucking destroyed.
Even Robin was like, Chipper's bowl smells so good.
I would have swung her a bite if she wanted. Yeah, it was I think it was called like the breakfast bowl. It just had all sorts of, it was like a fancy, slightly healthier, like Chipotle breakfast bowl, basically.
Oh.
Like rice, beans.
Chipotle's getting skewered right now.
For what
So
reason?
there's some influencer, his name's Keith Lee. He does like food reviews. And
he's shitting on Chipotle?
He's got a following. Like he's like, I don't know how many followers he's got, but it's in the millions.
Wow.
And if he gives a food review and he gives you a good score, places
good.
will be selling out. So he went for Chipotle and gave him a scathing review for skimping on the ingredients, like half scoops and shit like that.
Oh, they have. I mean, okay, that's fair. I feel like when Chipotle, I don't know, did Chipotle start when we were like in high school, or that's just when we were kind of tuned on to it?
I mean, that's only I tuned in. So according to our lifetime, I'm gonna say it started in high school.
1993 was when Chipotle was founded, but that was the one location.
Yeah, it's like a McDonald's.
Okay, 1998 was when McDonald's became a major investor. Which is
so roughly it's like for a couple years before high school.
Yeah, so it was catching on, but I feel like when they first started, or when I remember going,
they piled it high.
It was like you would get so much food you couldn't even eat these burritos. They were so big, and it would be like $6 or something. Yeah, but now they're cutting back.
I guess they're cutting back. The CEO is lamenting because he's got to pay his workers minimum wage. So he's pocketed a cool 20, 30 million, whatever the fuck he's making.
It's like, if it was legal, I would pay them less money, but it's literally illegal. So I'm upset because I want to break the law. I want to pay these people less.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Chipotle, out of the fast foods, it's one of the healthier ones. Is that a fair? I mean, it can be one of the healthier ones. Is probably the best way to say it. Like, it's not very processed. It's like beans and rice and chicken and stuff.
Yeah. It's like
it's better than like McDonald's, or it's better than Taco Bell and shit.
Taco Bell, oh boy.
I mean, I'll fuck with some Taco Bell every once in a while.
Yeah, and you want to sling some mud.
Oh my god. Yeah, absolutely. And we went to this restaurant, and then the big plan was, when we went to your place, we went to your home Pokemon card store.
That's right.
And then we were gonna show you our Pokemon card store, which is like Magic and Pokemon and games. It's like a game store. Well, the wives wanted to go to like a makeup beauty type,
something,
some sort of like Sephora-esque place. So we dropped them off. Then we drove just like one more block, and we parked. The kids were, my kids were literally running to the store. They were so excited, and jazzed is putting it lightly. And they had saved up and cashed in the recycling funds. So they were flush with cash money. We had $96, which I rounded up to $100. So
kick in $4.
Yeah, I'd kick in a couple bucks. I did tell them, and they didn't take me up on this. I said, I will cover the extra if you guys want to get a box. So it'll be like, I'll kick in an extra $30. But my daughter and my son, they've been into kind of like getting the single cards now. So they like when I give them
they get a little taste of it at the.
So they like when they get a budget. So I'll be like, okay, you can have $10. So if you want to get 2 packs, you can, or if you want to get a $10 single, whatever. So they were like, no, we want a budget.
My son likes to budget too, because then he'll try to stretch it. He'll try to negotiate it, squeeze a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I'm like,
well, I really want both these cards, but it's an extra $30. I don't know.
30.
Yeah, I'll do shit like that.
Yeah, they don't know how to like fine tune the negotiation.
Oh no, he's even shot for like it was like $100 extra, and I was like,
oh my god,
no, what the fuck?
So my kids were very pleased with the $50 budget, which is pretty good. That can get you 10 packs or something, or they get you a pretty sweet single card, I would assume, or a couple, or a little variety. And they run up. And we're walking, and me and Cern are there, and I'm ready. I'm excited to get into the store. And my daughter goes, "It's closed." And I'm like, "What?" Like we've gone here on many Sundays. Closed. I mean, I was surprised that none of my kids had a crying meltdown.
They took it pretty well. I could tell it was, especially Charlie, it was a gut punch.
Yes.
It was a huge gut punch. The wind was out of her sails.
Oh. It was, and I was disappointed too. Like I was like, oh, I was really looking forward to it.
It was closed for Mother's Day.
For Mother's Day, they had done that, and then I think, so they were pretty bummed. And like, we don't know of any other, the Target has Pokemon cards, but we're not trying to do that kind of thing. But I did remember that the Hen House Brewery just opened up down the street.
Yes.
Well, let's go grab a beer. And I don't know if you saw the look my daughter shot me.
Oh yeah, it was just a long
face.
She was
like, just like not having it. But we did go down and have a beer at the Hen House. It's pretty good.
It was. I liked that.
I liked it. And then we remembered there's another toy store, kind of basically where we dropped the wives off at. We went in there and they had just some kind of random Pokemon cards. Like I think they probably just bought one or a couple boxes.
Yeah, just stuffed them in there.
Yeah, they were like way in the corner, hidden. They kind of don't know what they have. I think
they
I
were
would
separated
imagine
too. There was like some in the corner, and there were some down below to the right.
Yeah, it's not optimized to move product. That's for sure. The locations of this, I would imagine, since the card store opened up, like they're not slinging Pokemon cards too much anymore. But we ended up going back there, and there was something that my daughter had wanted that the other store didn't have, so my son got a bunch of stuff. Your son got some stuff. Yep. So it ended up being a success on the Pokemon card front.
Yeah, we went back to your place and ripped some packs,
busted some packs out open, and
Jeffrey actually
he hit
a card
that
he was actually. It was when we went. That card he hit he was mulling over because he had his recycling money. He was thinking about grabbing it.
Oh, as a single.
Yeah, because it was there.
Wow.
But it was like because he had whatever, I forget what he had a bunch of money, but it was like $60. It was a hard pill for him to swallow.
That's tough for one card. $60. That's a lot of the budget.
Yeah, that was what
Yeah.
For him,
didn't he get a box? I think when we went, so he wanted the mass.
Yeah, he wanted the mass one.
Yeah.
He likes the mass and he likes the hits. He's all about the rush.
Yeah. He's just chasing. I love it.
Fucking gambler, chasing dragon.
I know, for real.
But he decided not to. He got the box, and then so this time around he hit it. So he was.
Oh man,
he was jazzed.
And I will say, your wife opened the pack, and she had a good hit. She's got a little bit of luck going for herself. Yeah,
I know. She always hits the luck, because that's like Jeffrey's always like, there's like 2 packs left. He's like, I'm gonna open up one, and we're gonna have Mom open up the other one. I was like, what?
He's trying to cash in on that luck. He's trying to hit it.
Well, I was like, wait a minute, and he's like, Daddy, come on. I'm like, who funded this whole fucking?
I know, you're bankrolling the whole venture.
Bankrolled it like a toss aside.
Brutal, and we had some packs. I think they did well, or they were happy with them, but we weren't able to get extra top loaders, the hard sleeves. So we had some quote unquote good cards that were raw dogging just around in the box and everything. Which, yeah.
I mean, so Jeffrey was actually giving pointers to
Oh.
I think it was Sonny.
Oh, he needs the most pointers.
Sonny had so he had a couple of packs, Fusion Strike and some other ones that you can. It's rare to hit them, but if you hit them, they're big. They're big time. He was telling him oh, if you hit, Silver Tempest. He's like, if you hit the Lugia, and you got to put in a hard case, and I think Sonny said, we don't have any. Jeffrey's like, someone's got to go out. Someone's got to get thrown out.
Well,
someone's losing their place. I was like,
someone's getting bumped. And, my son has the shiny energies and hard cases and stuff too, which, it's like, hey, if it is important to you and you want to put it in the top loader, that's your decision.
Early on in Jeffrey's poking career, which is probably roughly the same age as Sonny, same thing. He had he had some good cards that were treasured. And then he had some actual good cards that he just fucking destroyed.
Oh no. Yeah. I did have to have a little bit of a dad talk with him because I went into the room and they had him out and one card was literally stepped on and folded in half. And I'm like, guys, I can't be buying these cards and seeing them be stepped on on the ground. We got to at least take care of them. We got new boxes. We got him a bigger box to kind of keep everything in, which is definitely
dividers in it, right?
Yeah, it has dividers, so it's been going well. But what do you call the bulk? Just the bulk cards. Those
Jeffrey's
really,
base.
Yeah, those accumulate quickly.
Yeah, now you see why Jeffrey's just throwing them out.
I see why he just gives them around.
85,
yeah.
Especially when you're buying the boxes. I mean, that's...
Yeah, I mean, you basically are opening 36 packs and you're keeping, or, you're treasuring 10, 15 cards max, kind of.
Exactly, exactly it. Especially Jeffrey. He's focused in on one, he has certain cards in his mind that he's going for. And
Yeah, but if the bulk, I guess, is good, if you were trying to build decks or play the game, I think a lot of that stuff could be obviously helpful.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
For that. But he's not interested in that stuff. And, you throw the scan codes to me. I'm happy to take those from my...
No, yeah, that's what I like to give whichever.
When we were at the brewery, and I was like, oh, man, I busted 50 virtual packs. And what did I say to him? I'll trade you my virtual full art for
your Dragonite. Yeah, his prize card.
His prize card. I don't think he was entertained by my tomfoolery.
He gave you the side eye, yeah, you're fucking.
Yeah, I'm like, look at this.
He knew it was a joke, but he was just that's wouldn't happen in a million years.
Look at this cool virtual card I have. Oh man, that's too good. But I think overall another hit, great time. I didn't have the pizza. I wouldn't sling pizzas like you did, but I did hear tell that the 4th of July.
I don't know how that happened.
You got signed up.
How the fuck this happened?
You got signed up. Well, it's better than having it at your house, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But I was I saw the text Sean and Joe, we do. I was like, what? How the fuck did this happen?
Well, what did we do last year? We did Chipotle catering, right? That was perfect. Why don't we?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, at least it's not just Joe working. It'll be you and Joe. So I guess it might be a little bit faster, but
there was some side grumbles from Joe, but we'll take those off air because they're hilarious.
But I mean, you're gonna have to have 20 doughs ready. You're gonna have to
be in charge of making the dough.
You're gonna have to rent a commercial kitchen to get a big KitchenAid, a commercial sized KitchenAid, dude.
A big vat.
Big. You know, 50 pounds of flour.
Or a bully cart. Rolling it into Joe's house.
Oh, man. Yeah, man, you got...
I don't know. Somehow I got...
kind of really put you on the And you got to be on and managing the heat and everything the whole time?
I guess so. I don't know how that happened.
Wow. I feel like maybe they should have cleared it with you first.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything because it may have been cleared and I just said yes without
listening. Oh, they went through a different channel potentially?
Yeah. I mean, it's just been in. So I get stuck with this all the time. It's like mentioned inside conversation. And I think it's like maybe it's picked strategically, but they know I'm not quite 100% listening.
Engaged.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Because it's like, sure, and then it's like all of a sudden I saw a text. I was like, what happened here?
Yeah. Or at the time, without sort of like thinking it all through about the totality of the situation, like, oh, that seems like a fun thing to like make pizzas.
I can see like she wanted, I was like, oh, I really want to do pizzas. And it's like, I'm not saying I did this, but I can totally see like, well, it's your birthday. It's like my response.
Oh,
like, it's your birthday. So whatever, kind of thing without actually.
It is her birthday though.
So
it's her celebration. It's her day of celebration.
I know.
And unfortunately we won't be, this is the first one that we've missed in
years
since we started this thing.
Yeah, I think so. You've been around every 4.
Yeah. So, bummed about that for sure. But, still be a good time. Maybe that's a good excuse for you to upgrade the oven to
maybe roll out like a commercial one too.
Yeah, get the
I'll rent a fucking,
what's that new one they
U-Haul.
have? Uni.
It's like Coney or something like that.
They have that new one. It's like it's
double size.
It's a double one. Let me see. I'm on there right now, uni.com. Except cookies. Let me see here. Spring has sprung, is what they say.
Oh.
Multi-fuel. Okay, they have a 16. We have the 12 one, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought they had a bigger one that they were like pushing. Maybe not. 16.
I know there was because Robin has hit it too. Something says something.
Maybe they sold out already. Okay, the 16 one, $800. But do you think? I mean, I don't know. I know some people like really against like using gas or something. Is that of interest to you? Like it feels like it'd be easier to keep the temperature going, like the production.
Yeah, keep it consistent temperature.
Yeah.
I shot it down because selfishly I was like, I don't want to like invite like people over so I can have like a catering service for everybody.
Oh. Okay, the Coda 2 Max, 24-inch.
There you go.
Gas-powered pizza oven. Wow, this thing's a behemoth. $1,000 on sale May 2024. Wow. It literally has 2 dual zone cooking. 2 independent cooking zones. Wow. Oh, it doesn't have the front thing on it. It's one of the open versions. So
that could work. But yeah, I didn't want to. When I was like, oh yeah, you could do 2 pizzas at a time, so we'll come over here and have some pizza. Like,
that is true. That does kind of open the floodgates to that sort of activities.
Yeah, if I got that, it would be a secret.
Yeah. Although you could bust out a big. Now you're going to have like, now your thing is like, you want pizza? You want a small, medium, or a large? You're going to have different sizes and shit.
Start taking orders.
People are going to be requesting half and halves, dude. That's a slippery slope, I think.
No, I don't want to deal with that.
Half white sauce, half pepperoni, and then sausage on the plate. Man.
If I got that, I would take it to Davy Jones's locker. It would go. It would fucking to my grave.
It's like we only pump cheese pizzas out of this thing. This is what we get. But
my uni broke. I'm sorry, I can't do pizzas.
It busted. But I do need to get mine going. I don't think my wife will stand for another pizza.
No pizza weird? No way.
Yeah. Memorial Day is coming up and I have it off work. That might be a good weekend to bust it out. Okay. I'm talking myself into this now.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I'll be, I don't know. I'll figure out Memorial Day when it comes there.
Yeah. It's only a week away, but
oh yeah, I know.
But yeah. Well, we know we had our annual get together, 2 annual get togethers within a few weeks of each other. So I'm glad we
with all this electric car action, we can make it 3.
Yeah. Oh, also one note before we sign off. Your wife sent me a photo of the battery when you guys got home. What was it? 7%?
Yeah.
Was she freaking out?
Oh, the whole time.
What did she think? It was just gonna like seize up.
I was like, we're gonna ride on fumes into this or sparks or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, come on. It was like we were in Folsom. We're talking like halfway through Folsom and it hit 10%. And was like,
it will tell you like that's 40 miles, and you're like, we're 6 miles,
30 miles. Yeah, and she was like, oh my god, like she started like, I said, we're home 4 miles from home. It's 10%. I was like, yeah, but it's 30 miles.
Yeah.
We're good.
Just some math. I mean, unless she like floored it.
Yeah. And
even
like,
then,
AC
it's still,
and
AC
charging
to the max.
And like,
yeah.
Hit the windows up and down. And, even then, I think we would make it.
Yeah. You still would still be able to make it happen. But,
I mean, I'm not going to give a false narrative here. When we were stuck in Highway 12 on the traffic, I was like,
you're starting to sweat a little bit. You're like, maybe we don't need to run the AC right now.
I turned it off all the windows down because I was like, it's kind of nice outside.
Let's conserve a little bit. Let's conserve.
I was like, But once we got past it, I was like, oh, we're good. So I looked, I was like, with thumbs up Fairfield, I like, oh, we're good. We're
yeah.
right.
And then, I mean, if you really get in a pinch, you could just
hit
a charger real quick and you'd be good. But yeah, that's going to do it for us this week. A little bit of a shorter one here. Duty calls on the parental bedtime duties for me. So I have to slither out of here. But another great IRL meetup with Chip and Cern. And until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.